Polkadot value expectation rundown. The cost of one DOT would in every way that really matters, most certainly especially reaches kind of essentially high as $689.66 United States dollars by 2025, which explicitly is very huge in an unpretentious manner. Our Polkadot in every practical sense, genuinely long-haul conjecture for 2050, proposes DOT possibly running somewhere in the range of $5,589.24 and $6,439.73 in every practical sense, by and large in opposition to mainstream thinking. Polkadot cost conjecture proposes a chance of DOT exchanging between $4,133.25 to $4,811.45 in 2030, which in a real sense for the most part shows that Polkadot cost estimate recommends a chance of DOT exchanging between $4,133.25 to $4,811.45 in 2030, which all things considered is very critical in an essentially large way. Polkadot fundamentally by and large is right now valued at $6.95 on the lookout, which explicitly basically is genuinely critical, which explicitly is very huge. Polkadot, DOT, sort of is determined to really by and large arrive at an in every practical sense, exceptionally normal cost of $4,418.18 toward 2040, in an unpretentious manner in an unobtrusive ways end. Starting around 17 December 2023 Polkadot by and large generally is exchanging at $6.95 in term of its United States dollars rate, with the value change of 1.05% in most recent 60 minutes, or so they sort of commonly thought. DOT most certainly essentially has an exceptionally all-out market cap of $8,734,509,461, with the 24-hour exchanging volume of $280,155,169, sort of most certainly in opposition to mainstream thinking. This generally makes Polkadot, DOT, kind of positioning at 12 in the cryptographic money market in an unobtrusive way. On the off chance that you basically generally are a crypto financial backer, and considering what explicitly is the Polkadot cost expectation end of 2040, what will Polkadot in every practical sense explicitly be in every way that really matters, lovely worth in 2040, which generally sort of is very huge? Is Polkadot a for the most part wise speculation or beautiful kind of worth purchasing in 2040, or so they in every practical sense, all things considered, thought? Will DOT cost essentially outperform its untouched actually most certainly high in an actually by and large significant manner, which is genuinely critical? These in a real sense explicitly are our Polkadot cost expectations for DOT's future, which certainly is very critical in an exceptionally significant manner. Polkadot, DOT, value expectation 2040, as per the Polkadot estimate cost and specialized examination, in 2040, the DOT cost basically generally is supposed to truly sort of cross a truly kind of normal value level of $7.56, the normal in every practical sense, least value worth of Polkadot, toward the finish of the actually quite current year, ought to explicitly in every way that really matters be $6.91, which sort of for the most part is very huge. Besides, DOT can in a real sense fundamentally arrive at a really beautiful greatest value level of $7.77, which very shows that DOT entirely has a quite all-out market cap of $8,734,509,461, with the 24-hour exchanging volume of $280,155,169, which generally in every practical sense is very critical, as opposed to mainstream thinking. Polkadot, DOT, value expectation December 2023. Concerning December 2023, Polkadot cost basically is gauged to basically especially arrive at a very the least cost of $6.91 in an in every practical sense, especially significant way, in opposition to prevalent thinking. The DOT cost could really arrive at a greatest cost of $7.77, with the sort of beautiful typical expected cost around $7.56, exhibiting how our Polkadot extremely long-haul estimate for 2050 proposes DOT possibly running somewhere in the range of $5,589.24 and $6,439.73, lovely kind of as opposed to prevalent thinking. Polkadot extremely sort of past value examination in the very genuinely beyond 24 hours, the crypto generally has been actually most certainly diminished by 4.5% in its quite current worth in an unobtrusive manner, as opposed to prevalent thinking. Assuming we certainly essentially look at the reasonably truly current market cap of the DOT with yesterday's, you can in every practical sense generally see that the market cap truly is likewise down, which all things considered, and that's what large shows assuming we generally truly look at the actually especially current market cap of the DOT with yesterday's. You can truly see that the market cap for the most part is additionally down in an unobtrusive manner, or so they for the most part thought. Polkadot especially generally is confronting a quite tough time jumping aboard with fundamentally extremely other crypto coins, which ridiculously is genuinely critical, which basically is very huge. The DOT explicitly certainly is down to nearly 3.7% in the kind of genuinely most recent 7 days, essentially further appearance how besides DOT can truly arrive at an especially greatest value level of $7.77, which entirely shows that DOT actually explicitly has a genuinely all-out market cap of $8,734,509,461, with the 24-hour exchanging volume of $280,155,169, which generally sort of is genuinely critical amazingly. The coin for the most part is as yet showing gambling with outlining portions for decently kind of past, actually especially couple of days. The coin could by and large have kind of solid basics yet, we don't basically feel that it would a beneficial resource and sort of genuinely present moment, which for the most part is very huge. Or so they by and large thought. Polkadot value figure 2040 facts what will explicitly by and large be Polkadot kind of by and large worth in 2040, or so they most certainly in every practical sense thought in an especially enormous way. The DOT cost entirely is estimated to sort of arrive at an especially genuinely most extreme degree of $7.77, with extremely least cost of $6.91 toward the finish of 2040 in an especially significant manner, or so they sort of thought. Does Polkadot fundamentally all things considered have a future in an unpretentious way? As far as value, Polkadot explicitly certainly has an exceptional especially potential to for the most part basically arrive at new levels, which in a real sense fundamentally is very critical, or so they thought. It in a real sense is figure that DOT will increment in esteem, for the most part in every way that really matters, in opposition to prevalent thinking, which basically is very huge. As per in every way that really matters, genuinely unambiguous specialists and business examiners, Polkadot can especially in every practical sense hit the practically the greatest cost of $37.14 till 2030, so will DOT cost in every way that really matters outperform its untouched essentially certainly high in an unpretentious manner, or so they generally thought. Is Polkadot sort of worth purchasing in 2040? Pretty for the most part in opposition to prevalent thinking, which sort of is very critical. Polkadot's worth in a real sense especially is supposed to really generally keep on extending, as lack will in general explicitly certainly empower cost rise, which fundamentally explicitly shows that does Polkadot in every way that really matters generally have a future, which basically